My name is Calvin Remsberg, and I'm the director of Sweeney Todd for Musical Theatre West. It is a real pleasure to come back to this show for what I think is the fourth time. I did the national tour back in the early 80s with Angela Lansbury and George Hearn as an actor. I think I'd like to tell you a little bit about how Sweeney Todd came to be. Originally, it was a legend in London, sort of along the lines of Jack the Ripper. Parents used to use Sweeney Todd to scare their children into behaving. They'd say, Sweeney Todd will get you if you don't watch out. Loosely perhaps based on some real things that might have happened, but no one is really sure. But the legend of a mad barber who lived on Fleet Street who slit the throats of his customers, and his neighbor who owned a meat pie shop, and their collaboration on what to do with the piling up bodies became the sort of the fodder for this legendary tale. In the early 1900s, the story was serialized in the papers in London under the title A String of Pearls. And after that came out, it was popularized in the penny dreadfuls, which were sort of what we would call melodrama. It's like melodrama in the United States. And that became a very popular subject on the English stage back in that time. And Christopher Bond, a young English playwright, sort of came across some of these penny dreadful scripts back in the mid-70s and decided that time had come to update the story. So he wrote a play version of Sweeney Todd, which was produced in London to great acclaim, which happened to be attended by Stephen Sondheim. And when Mr. Sondheim saw this story, he knew he had found his next property. And he sat down and spent about 2 years writing what became Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street. Arguably, people will say his masterpiece. One of the most thrilling things I ever saw on Broadway in my life, and every time I have been associated with it, it's still thrilling. And when I was asked by Steve Glaudini to come down here and do this again, I had to think twice about it, because I've done it so often, and the last time I did it particularly, it was a wonderful experience. And then I thought, oh, I don't know that I can pass up a chance to do Sweeney Todd again. And so I said yes, and I'm so happy I did, because it's just thrilling and moving every day to sit in the rehearsal hall and hear this incredible group of people sing this score. I'm telling you, it will wow you from start to finish. Don't miss it.